Well, going back to day one, I mean, I guess we met through the circles of the Italian schools back then. In the summer, we used to go to Italian school. And then once a week, we would have a soccer game, basically, against each other. Just by listening to people talk about Gerry Lomonoaco and the soccer skills that he had. You know, once I saw him with that soccer ball, I knew exactly what they were talking about. This guy could juggle the ball, like keep it off the ground with 1,000 to 1,500 touches. He was just unbelievable. He's definitely totally family oriented. To him, there's nothing more important than family. Family, his friends, okay? That's what this guy lives for. Okay, that's what makes him such a special person. You know, he's so caring, so giving. It's hard to find another person like this in this world, I'll tell you that much.
Gerry was always that one that everybody knew. You call Gerry, we all know where we're going. Gerry sort of cemented, he'd be the guy to call. Where do we go, where are we meeting? And he'd want everybody to come. There was not one person he wanted to leave out. He wanted to make sure every friend was coming. So we just grew with that, with playing soccer, and then eventually getting into the restaurant business with him was another big key component. He had his friends all working through the restaurant just to make sure we all were always connected.
The biggest pride I get in calling Gerry my dad is when I meet someone new. Every time I meet him and explain, you know, I'm Gerry Lomonoaco, they look at me and go, oh, is Gerry your dad? And as soon as I say yes, their face lights up with joy. You know, no matter what avenue it is, or how people know him, it's the same reaction. Your dad is so nice, he's so giving, such an amazing person. And it just gives me so much joy in saying, yeah, that's my dad, I love him, and you know, I want to model, you know, all the values he's taught me. And if I can be like him and pass that down to even the next generation, it's just an amazing feeling.
Growing up, my dad has been so many things to all of us kids and such a role model. And that's not just in our home life, but the way we see him towards the rest of the community. We grew up watching our dad feed kids in poverty out of the back door Sorrentos, whether it was breadsticks or sandwiches. We also saw him help children, you know, that didn't have the means or transportation to play soccer, drive across the city, pick them up, take them to practice, help pay for those fees. And then by the end of the season, he had a job for them at Sorrentos. You know, he's giving these kids, not only us, but these kids another shot.
Well, when I was a kid, I was about 13 years old. I lost my mom, and then my father and my other support systems weren't in the picture anymore. And then I met these two Italian twin girls in middle school, and they noticed I was in some trouble. I had a little bit of turmoil going on in my life. So after they noticed that, they invited me back to their place. A couple lunches, a little bit of antipasto, some focaccia was passed around, and you know, they invited me to stay over one night, made me lunch the next day, sent me off to school. There was that repetitive day after day of them putting their hand out and taking care of me without me saying a word, and before I knew it, we were all family. Well, at first it was scary. I never had a father figure, any man in my life who I could really look up to. So when I met Gerry, it was unsettling to see someone so honest and kind, and some call it a blessing. I don't think Gerry saved my life, but he definitely gave me one worth living for, that's for sure. He's been a big part of my life growing up. He was my soccer coach, you know, one of my mom and dad's best friends. I've never seen one person fill up a van of kids so frequently and bring them to practice and feed them pizza beforehand. It's nuts. I mean, Gerry is the ultimate selfless, self-sacrificing person, constantly looking out for other people, constantly doing for others. So to my Uncle Gerry, on behalf of my mom and my dad and the whole Paletta family, congratulations on getting this well-deserved award, the Sons and Daughters of Italy Heart of Lion Award.
You are most deserving, and I'm so happy for you.
You've always made us proud as friends, family. It is something that adds a twinkle to all our eyes, and good for you. We love you, brother.
I can speak for all of us in saying that it's a great day to be Gerry Lomonoaco's family.
Congratulations!